Guys, my iPad is acting stupid again. Oh, why is it doing this? Hopefully, okay, so hold up. Up, 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 up. Okay, this should be fine. I should be fine. Okay, I should be 100% fine. And that's not what I meant to do. I actually want you to notice PureRef. Can you notice PureRef? Is PureRef noticeable? Can you notice PureRef? Is PureRef noticeable? Can you can you do that? No? You don't want to notice PureRef? You don't want to notice this amazing gobsmacking amazing thing? Hi Lolua! Hi! We currently have a delay in stuff because uh my iPad wants to play games with me today. It wants to play games with me today. So, yeah. I will have to save. Then I have to open PureRef again. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this thingy bajingy. It's absolutely foreign to me how they are unable to. You don't want to capture that. No, that's fine. That's okay. That's totally okay. Okay, so there's gonna be black on my screen for a hot minute until I can get something up. I actually wanted to do something a little different today. I've been thinking about it for a while. This is more like a trial run. I'm not permanently switching, but I was thinking of actually switching to Twitch today so that you guys can hear the music. So you guys can hear the music. I don't mind getting copyright striked on Twitch. Twitch means absolutely nothing to me. And also I found a way where I could have music and not be copyrighted, I believe. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just transfer over to Twitch. Um, so I'm gonna have to set that up today. So like before we even get too far into YouTube, I just wanted to like make that known because I know that if I put it in the chat, in the Discord chat, not everyone's going to see it because we all are on different time zones and okay, I think if I just then I think can I refresh this? Is it possible to refresh something? No, it's not possible to refresh something. No, that's okay. That's totally okay. As you can see, we're having already difficulties for some reasonably absolute no reason. Hi, Angular. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. You too, Lulu. I forgot to say that. I'm sorry. I was too focused on my iPad telling me to screw off. Yeah, I I love that for me. Okay. Oh, this is why I should troubleshoot before I start streaming because but I didn't troubleshoot this time because I was too busy trying to get some water. Okay, so yes, 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 yes. Are you going to connect? Are you gonna do it? Yes! Yes, you are! Okay, perfect. Boom. Fantastic. Fabulous. Amazing. Okay, now the embarrassing parts out of the way. Let's time out our iPad. Is it OBS? No, it's simply my iPad and my computer. For once, it isn't OBS. I'm proud. Truly, I'm proud. Um, let me see. So, as you guys know, I have finished the infamous illustration that's been taking me 4 months. That's big, that you can literally date back into all the other streams and be like, dang, she still isn't done. I'm finally done drawing it. I'm finally done drawing it. We still have to add in like the graphic design of it. Still make it look like a character teaser and everything. I think it is around this time. I've been thinking maybe I should ask someone to put it into After Effects for me. You know, like maybe you should move it for me. But I think that's just my laziness talking. I think that's purely my laziness talking and me not wanting to learn a whole new program. Oh, but I think it'd be so cool if I learned how to do After Effects and tweening, I guess. So let's get a closer look because your girl worked very, very hard on this. And yeah. So as you can see, because I know when I added it in the Discord, it wasn't as pristine and clear as I wanted it to be. So we're gonna do a little rundown of how it looks now. So we have the padded plush, guys. Like, first of all, I'm gonna save the best for last. Okay, I'm gonna save the best for last because I'm absolutely obsessed with the tail. Like, I thought I was gonna like be absolute basura on the tail, but I surprise myself every day. I surprise myself every day. Guys, like I actually ate with this one. I genuinely ate with this one. I'm so proud of myself. The fissure hollow looks like an actual fissure hollow. Like, yes! As you can tell, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Like, the fact that God bestowed this wonderful, amazing gift upon me is just, praise the Lord. Okay. Whew. Okay. So we have the padded plush on the chest area. We have the finalized collar. We have the fur. The freaking fur. It's what gives the ZZZ feel. I changed how the fur looks. Man, like, you guys don't understand. Like, I redid the fur because I knew there was just something off. It just didn't feel like ZZZ, and I was just like, you know what? Let me actually tap in to my God-given powers, and just actually cook. Chromatic aberration, that thing. Yes. We're going to cruise through the time-lapse replay, which honestly, oh wait, this is me color correcting actually, so this isn't actually the time-lapse. That was me color correcting because it looked bland before, like it looked gray, and so I knew that I had to color correct it afterwards. It is so much better to have a desaturated drawing just to saturate it because it's so hard to desaturate a drawing. Like, you don't understand. It's so hard to desaturate a drawing when it's like super highly concentrated on some areas and not on others. It is easier to just have everything desaturated and then just make it pop. So much better to do that. So let me do this time-lapse replay for you guys. Obviously we're going to be like doing this super fast. We're not gonna have it the whole time. Percy from the faction, artistic crafts. No, that's giving like 5-minute crafts. And the time-lapse replay is taking quite a while. It's gonna take quite a while for it to begin because this is probably the biggest file that I've ever made in all of my time of being a digital artist. So we started rough. We did. I wouldn't say I was thumbnailing. I would more of say I was sketching. You should 5-month craft. No, literally. 4 months actually. Let's not add another month to that. That would make me look more pathetic. I should get into more thumbnailing and less actually sketching because it would have me save my time up so much faster. But I don't do that because I'm an overachiever and I like making my job harder for myself. But luckily, I got a 3D model and I was like, you know what? this time I actually want to give a service to myself. And so I got a 3D model to do the pose that I wanted it to. 3D models are great, guys. 3D models are fantastic. Artistic future, that sounds nice. It does. It does. Though I don't think that would, like, really encapsulate all of what Percy is about, though. Um, because I still want it to be where the boutique is, yes, that's her passion, but it's also still a front. You know what I mean? Um, yes. So, the way I kept changing the arm, I actually kind of wish I had probably did do it, like, in front of her. Hold up. You're about to see it, like, in a sec. Like, right here. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, I'm gonna pause it at the right time. Dang it. Yes, right here. I think this would have been a nice pose. This would have been a really nice pose if I did keep it like that. Um, but I think the one that I ended up going for is still pretty good. Guys, we went through a long way. Honestly, if it was the old me, I wouldn't have made as many changes as I did in the last 2 days. No cap. No cap. I wouldn't have made as many changes as I did in the last 2 days. Not even gonna hold you. Really not gonna hold you. But I not only had. Actually, let's fast forward because you guys have literally lived through this part. Um, we're at the coloring stage, of course, yada yada. Okay, so I had the rendering of the fur like this. You guys know this. I was in the zone, in the flow state, right? But this is clearly my style of rendering fur because I like realistic fur. I like it when it's layered like that. But the way ZZZ does it, yes, it's layered, but it's a lot more simplistic and a lot softer. And I didn't necessarily get that until literally 2 days ago. I didn't get that until 2 days ago. So, um, you can see me checking off the list. It is so good to have a list, a to-do list as you're drawing because that satisfaction of checking off boxes of like, okay, it really does keep you on track. No cap. I should do it more often. I should genuinely do it more often. And I'm gonna do it more often. I'm not gonna be negative about it. I'm gonna do it more often. Yes, it is at this point where I'm just checking things off. As you can see, I'm still making the same mistake with the wrist cuffs, like the front of the wrist cuffs. And it was like at this point, I was just like, okay, let me actually get a reference for how they do fur, especially when it's like being in, circling around something, when it's like surrounding something. I looked at Nicole's alternate outfit and the fur that was on the sleeves of her jacket, and the sleeves around her thighs. Stylist faction. I think it. I mean, I already do have a name for her faction. But yes, she is a seamstress, fashion designer, stylist. Oh my goodness, I need water. Oh, so is it still going? Okay, yes, it's just extremely slow. So yes, it's very very slow because I took so much time on the fur, and then I tried to do that on the other one, and I was just like, yes, it looks cohesive in the sense. Oh, what's it called? Uh, Veils and Gossamer. I had the faction called Veils and Gossamer. Um, so the fur looked consistent all throughout in this area, but I knew that this was my style of rendering, and I wasn't actually genuinely uh like adhering to the ZZZ style. I was like trying to do my own thing, so I was just like, let me actually make my life easier, because I know the way that I render fur is like it takes me so much longer because I'm trying to get that 3D effect feel by doing the most. Like I'm a maximalist when it comes to realism. And that's one of my biggest problems, because I do so much in order to receive so little from the end result. So whereas ZZZ, the way they do it, it's so simple to the point where it's like, why did I even try this hard? Like, as you can see, it took me way less time than I did on just one wrist cuff. And I checked that off. Then I had to redo that fur because I was just like, there's no way I'm allowing that still there. Redid the fur using the new ZZZ technique that I assumed that they used. Using Big Brain. And then we got an absolute masterpiece out of that. Redid the belt because I didn't like how I rendered it before. And I redid the skirt because I knew the way that I drew the skirt wasn't actually how a skirt functions. Like if I were to take a red pencil and try to mark out, like how I'm doing here, try to mark out the flow of the skirt, it would flow unnaturally. So I had to redo the skirt as you're seeing now. You got everyone in ZZZ moving like Luffy in Gear 5. No, for real. So, I had to redo the skirt, so I had to reimagine how the skirt flows. And so I finally got it perfect. And I was like, okay, this is actually believable as how a skirt actually would flow and look like. And as you can see, I had to make so many changes. It truly hurt my heart. Not that I had to change it, but because I had to go back on so many parts that I thought that I was done with. I basically kind of redid everything except the torso area because there was no way I was touching that. And also because it was perfect already. So I redid the skirt, super happy with the skirt because, I mean, look at it. And then look how it was before. The skirt how it was before, just, it wasn't giving at all. It was just like giving like way too many ruffles, what's going on, how is, like, what direction is it flowing in? Whereas this skirt right here, you can tell it's flowing in the direction of the hip movement. Like, it's actually following the rhythm of the body. And I quite like that. Then I started doing the medals, which actually took me way shorter than I thought it would, purely because I had already did the grunt work already by placing the black marks of where the light should and should not go. So pretty much all I had to do was just add in the light, add in the shine of there, and then the chain itself was a little bit tricky, but again, I had laid down the groundwork already, so it was pretty much kind of just refining it. Did that, made sure that the values were great, they were, and then, oh, by the way, I want you to take notice how when I was doing the fur, I was purely doing it in grayscale, and there's a reason for that. Because I knew, and I was also color swatching from my reference. Because I knew that I was too focused on the colors and how a color would look next to another, I was just like, if I just do it in grayscale, I wouldn't think about that. It would just end up good as it is, and it did. It did. So I had no idea what colors that I was putting down when I was rendering the fur. And I liked that because that put less strain on my brain to think about color theory. I love grayscale. I love grayscale so much. Like, it's not funny. Like, I just love it so much. Yes, I'm doing the zipper there, and I also did the zipper here. I was adding in a lot of things that I was just like, I totally forgot that was there. The belts around the tail. Okay, so this is where it gets to my favorite part. The belt around the tail. absolutely adore and love it. If there's anything out of this entire illustration that looks like it was straight out of a ZZZ illustration, it's that dang belt. And I love it. I love it so much. You don't understand how much I love the cuff around the tail. Oh my gosh. Oh, like it gives me so much joy. So much joy. Like and then the tail came out so much better than I expected that it would. And I purely give it to the fact that I waited. I procrastinated. And I observed. I observed and was pretty much studying a lot with ZZZ. In the sense that I was looking more and drawing less. Um, and when I was observing a lot more of how they render fur and truly just breaking it down, like I wasn't trying to overcomplicate anything. I was just genuinely trying to break it down. It was it was like magic. Like I was just it was pure perfection, pure art, pure everything. Uh, it really does. You sound like a mom watching her son carrying a sports team. Yes, because I'm advocating for myself. Because it's like, okay, so I think of future, present, and past me as three different people. Past me has a completely different mindset than present me. And it's literally true. And future me will have a completely different mindset than present me. So it's like I'm quite literally advocating for my past self because she did such an amazing job. And it's just like a pat on the back for me. It's like a real big pat on the back for me. Um, because I'm like comparing it to how I did do the tail before and how I'm doing it now. I'm understanding ZZZ so much more than I did in the past. And I like that because that means I'm growing as an artist and I'm not stuck. I love that about it. I'm not stuck and it feels a lot more simpler than what I initially thought it was. And it gives me confidence that I can genuinely work at this company and not struggle. Did it take me 4 months to click? Yes, but I think 4 months it's pretty good. It's average. It's an average. If it took me like half a year or like a full blown year for me to get it, I think it's time to wrap it up. um, but yes. Um, looking at ZZZ art now, now that I know what's going on, now that I've done it myself, and I've replicated it to the point where it looks believable enough, it makes things look a lot more simpler when I'm looking at their official art. And that's a blessing. That's a true blessing. And I added her engraved um plates on her shoe because she's fire and she's Percy and she's that girl. Oh, I love it so much. There are things that I'm gonna have to change. Um, oh yes, the padding. The padding took a little bit of a minute, but because I was referencing the method that I use from the Mindscape, I had a much easier time doing it here than if I would have first done than if I would have first done the padding technique here and I would have had to figure everything out. So things work for a reason, people. Things work for a reason. Mm. Wow. Water is so good. I mean like so good. So I am gonna have to change a few things. You know, watching your streams now help me push on with my art studies and get me out of this hole that I fall into to keep on learning. Yes! 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 I'm so happy. Because I know how it feels to be in like a huge funk when it comes to drawing. There was a time where I didn't draw for over a year. Like, I didn't draw for over a year. And this was in middle school. And this was around the time where I was getting more passionate into drawing. And I was seeing it as a career or even just like a really big hobby in my life. And I didn't draw for like a full blown year and I didn't know why. I just had this whole block. And I got out of that funk because I was watching so many others do what I wanted to, and just them growing made me want to grow more. So it felt like a push, like every now and then. And I'm so happy that I'm able to be that for you. Like genuinely, I'm so happy that I'm able to be that for you. I hope to continue being that for you. Um, yes, that is a service that I want to do for you guys. I also want to help you guys just relax. You know, I know life can be really, really tough, and it could kick you in the A, and it could make you want to choke yourself and die. But I want to be that comfort. I want to be that shoulder that you kind of like sleep on, lean on, or even just, you know, just chill and chat with. Because I mean, life is so hard. Why make it harder? Why make it harder on yourself when you're watching something, you know? Just watch something relaxing. And something innovating. So I added the sparkles that you'll eventually see. I added the sparkles to the places where I didn't originally put sparkles, which means in the other iterations of the design, I have to add sparkles. So, yeah, I, have to go back and do that. Because it looks nice like this. To be honest, if I didn't have the sparkles there, it wouldn't have made much of a difference for me. Like, I could have the sparkles, I could not have the sparkles. But I'm just like, if it doesn't make a difference, then I might as well just have the sparkles. So, yeah. uh, what am I doing at this point? What am I working on at this point? I think I'm just trying to, um, work on spots that needed. Oh, I'm doing line art. Okay, I'm doing line art at this point. I was also working on spots that needed some changing as well. For me, it's kind of the same, but because I'm just used to seeing myself in a negative way, the push I get from seeking others is always pushing me down. But you, it feels like you're lifting me up. Guys, let's not feed too much into my ego. Like, because I get a big head like real fast. Like, I get a big head like real fast. Lord, please help me. Please help me. Um, I'm glad. I am genuinely glad. There are some artists where it makes me want to grab their pen and break it in front of them. Because why are you so good? Like it genuinely brings me down. Um and to be honest, if I were to make a whole video of artists that make me want to not be an artist, I would. I totally would. And it would literally just be me being completely envious, like just straight envy throughout the whole video. It's like I'm being rage baited constantly. Every time I log onto Twitter, every time I read manga, every time I watch an anime, every time I watch an artist. Hi Samu! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. How was your day? Like every time I watch an artist that that is just doing so much better than me. Just like I want that style. I want that too. Oh, I wish I had that technique. Oh, I gotta study this. I gotta study that. I'm just like, oh, you make me so angry. And then there are times where I'm just like, I am. There are times. Oh, there's no way I'm getting to that level anytime soon. Like I have to be like dedicated to my craft. I mean, like literally drop every electronic possible and just literally only have the Procreate app on my tablet in order for me to get to that level. That's that's how much dedication and like strength I would need to get to that level, and I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong. So as you can see, that video was like super freaking long. Um, it would probably end up being an hour if I were to give a complete full, no speeding, no speed up time lapse. That would be like a full hour of a time lapse. I think I would probably use that to explain or just yap about Percy. But overall, I would probably 10x the hell out of this. 10x speed the hell out of that time lapse. Probably 100x because that was just, oh my gosh. Even when I was trying to watch it in just 1x speed, just normal speed, I was like, when is this thing gonna be over? When is it gonna be done? This is kind of long. So yeah, if I ever post this time lapse, yeah, it's gonna be sped up real quick. And then afterwards, I color corrected it. So this one would be super fast. So I did some color correction, and then you have what you see now. Wow! That's a 6-minute video. Right chair. And now we have La Masterpiece. Let's just admire. Let's admire. Makes you feel better. You definitely better than a lot of people. Really? Because sometimes I'm just like, there's no way. Especially, actually, let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's go down the rabbit hole of the Rage Bait Train. Yes, let's go to X and let's look at a lot of the artists that I follow, which I should probably do for like Christmas. I should do another OC drawing of like drawing my followers OCs. I wonder if I'll have time for that though. I'm not too sure. Not too sure if I'll have time for that. Okay, so we are here. We are at my Twitter. Let's go down the rabbit hole of artists. First off, we have my absolute favorite artist of all time. He makes me want to just grab a knife and stick it in my eye, both of them, because it's too good. I mean, like, it's too good. Why? Why? Oh, this is gonna make me. This is gonna make me cry. Uh, first off, why are his expressions like so good? So good. So good. This looks like ZZ Drip marketing. What do you mean? I mean, cause to me, it's like it gives off a semblance of that, but I would be able to tell the difference between CZC and my drawing, and that it wouldn't be official. Like that, I'm hard on myself. I'm a critique. I'm a critic. You're closer to professional standards than a lot of OC renditions of CZC characters. Thank you, thank you. That makes me very confident. That makes me very very confident. Um, back to artists that I want to be, but I'm not. It's Yuto Sano. Yuto-san. First of all, his OCs are like, oh my gosh, the way he draws hair, the way he draws expressions, the mouths, the it makes me feral. Like actually, and then please, actually, everyone, please just read Gokuraku Like you will be doing a service. In fact, let me type that in the chat. Let me type that in the chat so that you guys understand. So, so that you guys can see peak. So that you guys can see peak. That's the point. You're supposed to know what's your work and tell it apart from others, but not everyone will see that. That is true. Let me tell you guys. Yeah, so Gokurakugai. Gokurakugai. That you'll be blessing your eyes. Just let you know. Just letting you know. You will literally be blessing your eyes. And this character is Tao. When I tell you she's so gorgeous, like she's like so freaking gorgeous. Every time she's on a panel, I just my inside scream. My insides literally scream. And then what's his name again? I'm really horrible with names. Like it's like demonstrably bad. This character right here, the main character, he's so cute. And it's so crazy because usually I don't go for his type. Like I don't go for his type of guys in manga, but he looks like okay, does anyone know Fairy Tail? Like Natsu from Fairy Tail? I'm getting top vibes. Right? Right? Like, does anyone know Fairy Tail? Does anyone know Natsu from Fairy Tail? Or let's say probably like what's a more popular anime? That's more mainstream one. Um Fairy Tail used to be mainstream. It's crazy. Uh Characters that look like they don't have brain cells and are there for comedic relief. Those type of characters I'm usually not attracted to because I need someone who's smart. I'm not the brightest bulb in in the room, but I need someone who isn't bad like a box of nails dumb. Like I need someone who is smart. No cap. I'm not saying the Natsu. I'm not saying he is Natsu. I'm saying like the idiocy of Natsu. Like the oblivious, the naivete of Natsu. Like that was the vibes that I was getting from him. But he's actually emotionally intelligent. Like he's actually very emotionally intelligent. He's a smart character in general. He I just want to root for him. And he's like, wow, usually you're not my type, but wait, like I would totally get with this type of person like in real life. Like 100%. 100%. Look at him, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. Oh, he's cute. And then look at Tao again. Like, ugh, please. She's so hot. I aspire to be this hot, guys. I aspire to be this hot. We have the villain here. Like, dang. That's just so fine. Like, the way he draws hands, like, I'm gonna need his hand in marriage. It's gonna have to be now. Like, look at this. Look at this time lapse. I need to know what I need to know what brush he's using actually. It's like a really good line brush. I swear, if he's using like a basic brush in Clip Studio, I'm going to scream. He's like, "Oh no, guys, you don't need any fancy brushes. Just use the default brushes in Clip Studio." Makes me want to choke myself every time because I know how amazingly great every art application their uh has their default brushes. And trust, I was a default brush girly, but I really like texture brushes. I really do. It's like he's doing the line art of everything, but it's like the line weight is what really gives it that feel of one, manga, and two, of what he's drawing. Like the texture of the hat, the cross hatching, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. He looks like he could be a Mashima Osi, but not exactly. I get Bakugo from he gives off Luffy vibes, and the woman is the ball Hancock. You know what? I agree. I agree. This is so cute. Oh! Ooh, okay. So how he does hair. Ooh, my bad. I paused it. It's so crazy because his brush is so thick. And I don't really like thick brushes like that. I think it's like a preference thing because the brush is replicating a typical ink brush that you would use for manga. So mangakas are so freaking amazing. Like, uh their line weight is always so impeccable. It's frustrating. It really is. Also, really like the way he parts the hair. You could tell it's really coming from the root. Yeah, like he's eating that up. Oh, okay. So he uses not chroma, uh, halftones. I actually thought he would color it. This is such a cute panel. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, let me actually stop being goofy for once. Oh, hello. Can I, can I please? Okay, let me stop being goofy for once. He gives off flute. Oh, blah 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 blah. He kind of makes me think of Shiki or Yakuto. I fold. That's all I'm saying. That's all. No, for real. I'll literally fold. Okay, so Lolua heard it, but Samu and Angular haven't heard it yet. I am doing a temporary thing today where I'm actually going to stream on Twitch this time so that you guys are able to hear the music that I'm playing. Because I want it to be more of a better experience for you guys. Because you guys are listening to just straight to either me yapping, silence, singing, silence, and then sometimes the occasional click of the keyboard or the tapping of my pen on the tablet. And that's okay ASMR, but I mean silence isn't the go-to. That's what I'm getting at. So I'm actually going to try to see how I'm going to do this without completely breaking my computer. Because I don't want to do multi-stream. That I don't want to do. I'm just doing straight Twitch. So, actually, just so you guys, in case some of you guys aren't following me on Twitch, I'm going to add the... I'm gonna add the link to my channel in the let me see. What am I doing? Edit profile. Nope, not that. Ha 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 ha. Turn away inside the door. And you sing. And you sing. Standing frozen. I'm above the chosen. You won't find me. The past is so buried. Buried in snow. Guys, I'm trying to actually see where I can. Okay, yes, share a link to channel. Woo, that was hard. That was incredibly hard and embarrassing for me. Yeah. Okay, so that's the link to my Twitch. I'm gonna actually open Twitch here. Get my stream key so I can change that. Standing frozen on the path I've chosen. You won't find me. The past is all behind me. buried in the snow. Okay. Gonna actually add that into OBS. I think I might actually have to stop streaming here. Yeah, I have to stop streaming here and change the output to something different. And I'll also have to change the KBS to 34. I think that's what I'll have to do. Okay, so I will see you on Twitch. Bye bye. I'll see you literally in like less than 5 minutes. No way I use Procreate. No way you use Procreate? Of course I use Procreate. Like, you thought I was using Clip Studio? That's kind of like a compliment. It's kind of like a compliment. Like, yes, I use Procreate. I'm broke. I can't afford Clip Studio. Like, that would be kind of cuckoo insane. So it looks great. Like it'd be pretty. See, this is like it'd be pretty great. Thank you. If you ever try to put the link in a video, put it in the description, not the caption. People can't go to it in the caption. In the description. I love it, but the brushes are meh. I see. A lot of the brushes that I use, I downloaded off of Etsy, and most of them were free. Like, these ones that I added in, a majority of them were, like, free. I think the only ones that I would say I paid for is probably, like, ones that are, like, super specific. Like, maybe the comic ones? I'm not even sure. No, this one's free. Free. Free, free. Yeah, free, free, TurboTax. Yeah. I probably paid for the potato brushes one, but they're like super cheap. I'm talking like less than $10 cheap. I'm pretty sure this one was probably around like $3, maybe 8 if my memory serves horribly. But yeah. What if I were to be a defiant and watch YouTube anyways? Well, then you would be watching a blank screen. Like, you would be watching a blank screen. I'm sorry, Samu. But this is only temporary. I'm only doing this on Twitch, for a little while because I want to see how that goes, pretty much. And how it'll feel to you guys. Just like a nice test run, a nice little trial run. Oh, thank you, Bamboo. Bambi. Sorry, I said Bamboo. Laugh my head off. Thank you, Bambi. Thank you. Also, thank you for coming into the stream. Like, we love you here. We love that you joined us. We are actually moving to Twitch in a little bit. I put the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat, but I will Okay. Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Okay. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat again. But yeah, I can't do multi-stream mainly because my computer can't handle that. My computer is literally unable to computate doing 2 things at once, let alone 16 different things. So that's the reason why I'm doing just straight Twitch and not doing multi-stream. Last time we tried to do multi-stream, my stream kept crashing because it couldn't it couldn't do 2 both at the same time. Okay, I'll see you on Twitch. I'll see you on Twitch! Okay, guys, I do have to end the stream here so that I could do it on Twitch.